It'll be snack time. Ultra marathons are basically a running picnic, let's face it. Hey guys, welcome back to Bigfoot Ultra Running. This is Brad. It's Tuesday, just over 3 days to go into Ultra Adelaide 100 miler. And I'm packing my drop bags. So I've got everything laid out on the pool table. I've got an insulated Woolworths bag for each aid station. 2 of the aid stations, so the first one, Rocky Creek and Cleland, you end up passing through twice, so I only need 1 insulated bag for each of those. This little bag's going to go inside the insulated bag, and I'm just starting to divide up my energy gels. And yeah, putting some real food in there as well. Got my race plan there. Laminated that. We'll fold that and stick it in the pack. It's just got some basic notes for each aid station. Bit of an elevation profile, list of aid stations. And my fueling plan. I doubt I'll even read it, but I'll bring it just in case. Got the cramp fix. Yeah, that's going to come in handy. Some real food. So the goal is to get about 250 calories in per hour with some Morton gels. I've got the non-caffeinated ones, the caffeinated ones. I bought some untapped maple syrup waffles. So these have about 140 calories in them. Now each of these bags, looking at the distances and everything, I'm imagining each of these bags will carry me for 2 to 3 hours. And yeah, just going to divide it up amongst the bags, and then they're going to go into the insulated bags for each drop, for each aid station. So as well as the calories, I've got my electrolytes. I've got the Hammer Nutrition Electrolytes Extreme. They've worked well for me so far. They've got about 120 milligrams of sodium in them, as well as magnesium and potassium as well, calcium. So yeah, going with the Endurolite Extreme. As well as that, I've got good old cramp fix. This is normally used when you get a cramp. It sort of shocks you out of the cramp state. Where the electrolytes are supposed to try and avoid cramping. Oh yeah, this isn't going in the drop bags, but I've got the squirrel nut butter to avoid chafing as well. It's about half of that left. This has lasted me about 5 years, 6 years. Oh, and I've got some cramp fix sachets that I will put in the drop bags along the way as well. These are just the shots. If I feel a cramp coming on, I'll have one of these, and some extra electrolyte tablets. I'm aiming for 3 electrolyte tablets an hour, and then just using the cramp fix when I feel the cramps coming on, as a measure sort of to get out of it. So yeah, it's starting to come together. I doubt I'll be able to stomach all of this, but it's going to be there, and I'm going to try my best to consume as much as I can, especially when it comes to the calories. I'm hoping the waffles provide something a little bit different, because after a while, when you can get a bit of a sick feeling sometimes, and it can be hard swallowing the gels. I like the Morton gels because it goes down. Well, it's a gel you can kind of swallow rather than one that sticks to your mouth like the goos. I had a few of these left over, so I'll have these towards the beginning of the race when I'm able to get it down. But these just stick to the inside of my mouth. I much prefer the Morton gels where I sort of take off a chunk, swallow it like an oyster, and then try not to vomit. That's pretty much how it goes, especially deep into the race, when all your blood's gone to your muscles and it's hard to digest things towards the end there. And then I've also got a bag of real food. I'm imagining walking off from an aid station, munging on a packet of chips at some point, and just some lollies and different things, basically different options. So hopefully it's satiable, and hopefully I'm able to sort of stomach it as the race goes on. Oh yeah, and I bought some Tailwind. This is Courtney DeWalter's signature Tailwind, so that's going to help a lot. She's the GOAT as far as I'm concerned. A lot of races are known to run out of Tailwind, unfortunately, and sometimes they water it down a bit, so I'll have some of this in my drop bag so I can add a little bit more of my own as well. as the race goes on, and I'm looking forward to tasting the dew watermelon flavour. So I'm putting the cramp fix in a separate bag, in case you're wondering, because these tend to pop and the sticky vinegary stuff just goes everywhere. So yeah, they'll be separated. So yeah, electrolyte tablets, calories, and yeah, it's starting to take shape. Alright, so now it's time to start putting the food and electrolytes in the drop bags, and next it's planning changes of clothes and changes of shoes and everything else that needs to go in there. Battery chargers, GoPro batteries, and the rest. So yeah, look at this, guys. It's coming together. I doubt I'm going to eat all this food, but I'm just going to put it there, so if I'm feeling like it, then it'll be snack time. Ultra marathons are basically a running picnic, let's face it. So here's everything that's going into my drop bags, food and electrolyte wise. Just got to pack the clothes and shoes and stuff after this. That's what's going to go in my pack at the beginning. Got my gels, salt tablets, got the tailwind there in case they ever run out at an aid station. I'm not going to have all this, but there's a Coke there if I want it. They do have that at the aid stations, but I'm aiming to be fully self-sufficient. Some ginger beer, which helps to ward off any nausea. Some actual chips to get some kind of real food in, if you call it that. I probably shouldn't have got the massive cans of Red Bull, but that might come in handy at some point. Whether I drink the whole thing or not is another matter. Yeah, we got some more chips, made up some bags of mixed lollies to snack on along the way. Yeah, some Red Bulls, some Cokes, some ginger beers. Probably more than I need, but I'd rather have it there than not need it. So my family might come along for some of it. I'm not 100% sure where or when though, so I might pack some, like a little esky or whatever, to go in the car. That'll be mainly for them to snack on though, to be honest. You know, not knowing exactly when they're going to pop out on the course or where. Basically use my drop bags to be fully self-sufficient, so at least I know it's all there, and then whatever's at the aid stations will be sort of taken as a bonus. As long as I don't run out of water. Please don't run out of water. So now it's just time to pack my clothes. I'm going to change socks a few times, shoes a few times, or at least a couple of times. And change in and out of sweaty, wet clothes a couple of times as well. So that's next. All right. And what I don't consume, my girls, Grace and Mackenzie, will quite happily pick out along the way. There's always some leftover lollies and that sort of thing for them. So yeah, it's getting there. Oh, and Mackenzie just shouted out Red Bull. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, Mackenzie. You never know though. Yeah, you don't want to leave this to the last minute. Just packing changes of clothes, race day outfit. Takes a while. So the plan is I'm going to start in the Speedgoat 5s. Fairly new pair. First, we'll work it out, maybe 30-40 Ks. Then I'm going into my all-time favourites, the Speedgoat Evos. This is my second pair. And I've run a Heysen in them, but just saved them for days like this. Put a little hand towel in each drop bag just to wipe the GoPro off and wipe myself down a little bit at each aid station. This is clothes for the finish line, because I'm going to make the finish line. I reckon at the McElligot's Quarry I might feel like putting something lighter on, so I've got a lighter long sleeve and a t-shirt. May or may not change into that. Now at Norton Summit I'm going to try and change into a new pair of shorts, which could be interesting depending whether there's anywhere to change or not, and I probably won't care at that point what I'll be changing. A new light t-shirt to go under a thermal, which will get me into the night, and then there's 30 Ks to go at this aid station, and so yeah, 30 Ks to go at this station, 21 to go at this aid station, so no change of clothes. If I get hot running in with a beanie, might change to the party pace hat near the end as well. Takes a while, but it's all coming together. Only a few days to go, 3 days to go. I'll do a last minute check of my mandatory gear later on, just to make sure it's all still there. Also got some ginger tablets. Most of the ginger, like lollies and that, barely have any real ginger. So if I start feeling sick, I'll take some of these. Sometimes, yeah, it's hard. You're trying to digest food as you go, but all the blood's going to your muscles. So we'll see if we need that or not. Hopefully not, but it's there if I need it. Yeah, a lot of packing. Locked and loaded. And I'm going to have a bit of a break from packing now because I've just realised I've barely eaten all day. That's why it's a good idea not to leave this to the last minute. Always takes a lot longer than you think. And it's nice just sitting back, sort of looking at all the drop bags, making sure it's all making sure you're happy with it. I'm going to get some food into me, and later on I'll have another look at it and then pack my head torches, batteries, and the rest of the stuff. And then the next few days I can focus on the race and resting up and just making sure everything's good to go. All right.